Yes.
All right, thank you. Hold on. Let's see, you said Butterball. All right, so Mr. Butterbaugh, you are charged with one count of domestic violence, threats and intimidation, domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Looks like you're being held on a felony matter also. I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. You're not allowed to have any contact with Victoria Salcido. Do not go to her residence location. The city public defender's office is appointed to represent you. Your next hearing date is going to be in city court, July 30th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. You're excused. Pima County Jail, do you all need a Spanish interpreter?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Spanish interpreter, you're excused, but please be available in case we need to call you.
Of course, thank you, Your Honor. And interpreter will disconnect. Thank you.
Is there a public defender in the Pima County Jail?
Yes, Judge.
All right, I'm going to see if the Ajo case is ready. Ajo
Okay.
Jail, is your defendant ready? Augustine Salas, okay, well, if
Wait,
you put him in the jail, but go ahead and have your defendant ready at Ajo Jail. At the Pima County Jail, sir, what is your full name?
Me,
Yes.
Evel Demosthenes.
Are you a junior?
Yeah.
It looks like you had a warrant for your arrest at the jail found out of Oro Valley Town Court. It was for a drug paraphernalia charge pending since September 7th of 2023. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty. You're being held on a felony matter. I will release you on this misdemeanor case only. July 23rd, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. is your next hearing date in Oro Valley City Court. You are excused. Thank you.
Papers.
I think they'll give you papers. It'll be after. After talking. Thank you.
Ajo Jail. Is there who is the deputy county attorney for tonight?
Good evening, Judge. It's Ryan Gant.
Thank you. Do you have file 29 ready? I'm going to call the case at the Ajo Jail. What is your full name, please?
Augustine Salas Vargas.
All right. So it looks like you had a felony warrant for your arrest at a Pinal County Superior Court for a charge of a Class 5 felony criminal damage charge. That case has been pending since November 1st of 2023. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty, quash the warrant. The Pinal County Jail was asking for a $7,500 bond. Defense counsel, you want to be heard?
Yes, Judge. I'm asking that he is released to pretrial services with the instruction to go resolve this matter. He is very young and he has previously completed probation. So this is dated, I believe you said 2023. Is that right?
Yes.
This current warrant is for an incident that happened in 2023, and he successfully completed probation in 2024. So this may have been a situation where it was refiled. So given that he was in compliance with probation so much that it got terminated, we're asking that he is released with the instruction to resolve this matter because it's possible that he didn't know about this until now.
County attorney, do you have any position on the matter?
Judge, I usually just ask you to honor the other county's bond amounts. I don't have any more information that I feel like I could offer.
All right, I'm going to set the bond at $2,500. I don't really have the facts of the alleged facts in the case, so I'll set a bond $2,500. And Mr. Salas Vargas, the jail is going to let Pinal County know that you're currently in custody and they can pick you up. All right, thank you. You're excused. All right, back at the Pima County Jail. Sir, what is your full name at the Pima County Jail?
Isaac Ibarra Burrell.
Mr. Burrell, looks like you are charged with felony, 3 counts of being a prohibited possessor. The alleged incident date was from June 7th of 2025. I need to let you know I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. There is a probation hold on you. County Attorney, what is your recommendation?
Judge, as with many of the bond recommendations I made tonight, I didn't have interim complaints when I made them, so I'm going to supplement as we go along. On this one, Judge, I'm asking for a $25,000 bond, but I am going to ask that that be a cash-only bond. I understand Mr. Burrell's on probation and that there's a probation hold, at least holding him for now, but he does have prior convictions. It was for a drive-by shooting charge that he ultimately pled guilty to prohibited possessor. He's on probation for that offense and he continues to possess weapons. What's concerning to the state in the interim complaint is that the weapons were hidden in a small children's room in the upper closet. Over and over again, Mr. Burrell has demonstrated he's going to possess weapons. He has a juvenile adjudication for that. Based on all the risk factors present here, we're asking for a $25,000 cash bond.
Defense Counsel?
Judge, we are asking for a $5,000 bond, considering that he is being held without bond. And it looks like there is also the probation violation. So he's not going to be able to post bond either way. So we're asking for a $5,000 bond for time credit. And also considering his age, he's only 19 years old.
Mr. Burrell, your bond is set at $25,000. It is cash. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. You are not allowed to possess any firearms or weapons. Your preliminary hearing is set July 31st, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you. You're excused.
And Judge, I believe Mr. McCord will not be able to join us tonight.
You're okay with a continuance to tomorrow morning?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so I will continue the Brandon McCord matter based on Defense Counsel's motion to tomorrow morning. And that goes for his felony and his misdemeanor charges out of city court. I'll continue till tomorrow morning. You'll just put continue on those documents. All right, sir, at the Pima County Jail, what is your full name, please?
Winston Ross Bilbo.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'm sorry, what's your last name, sir?
Bilbo, Bilbo.
Right, thank you. You had a warrant for your arrest out of Justice Court, Pima County Justice Court, for a charge of shoplifting from June
Yes,
4th, 2024. I am going to quash the warrant. I'm gonna release you on that matter. Don't go back to the store location. Sir, you gotta make sure you appear in court. This case is never gonna go away until you resolve your matter. And the only way you can resolve it is by going to court. Your next hearing date in Justice Court is July 31st, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. Make sure you appear this time. If not, another warrant's gonna issue. You also have a new charge of drug paraphernalia charge out of Marana City Court. I'm gonna enter plea of not guilty. Set your next court date in Marana City Court, August 20th, 2025 at 10 a.m. Make sure you appear. If you do not, a warrant will issue in that court for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your full name, please?
Ryan James Golick.
You have a warrant for your arrest out of Green Valley Justice Court. It was for charges involving criminal trespass to the first degree and false reporting to law enforcement. The alleged incident date was from June 10th of 2024. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrant, Mr. Golnick, I'm going to give you a chance to be released. Make sure you appear in Green Valley Justice Court on July 24th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. If you don't appear, another warrant will issue for your arrest. You are excused, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stella?
What is your full name, please?
Isla Bueno.
Looks like you had a felony theft of transportation case. It's a, let's see, what class felony? Theft of transportation, a vehicle theft case. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty, quashed a warrant. The Nogales court was asking for a $2,499 bond. I need to let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you. County attorney, any position on the out of county warrant?
Thank you.
All right, defense counsel.
Judge, we're asking that she's released to pretrial services with the instruction to resolve this in the other county.
Isela Moreno, your bond is set at $2,000. No contact with the true owners of that vehicle. An attorney from in Nogales will be appointed to represent you. Your next hearing date's a review hearing here in Tucson, August 21st, 2025 at 9 a.m. to see if you're still in custody. What's going to happen in that case is the jail will let the out of county court let them know that you're currently in custody here. You also had a misdemeanor warrant for your arrest out of Oro Valley Court. It was for a charge of theft. The alleged incident date was September 21st, 2021. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. No contact still with the victim in the case. Your next court date in Oro Valley City Court is set for August 20th, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. You've got to make sure you appear in court. This case will never go away until you appear in court to resolve your matters.
Ran it, on my last birthday, Nogales.
Done really quick. Silence.
You also had new charge out of city court for drug paraphernalia possession and 3 cases of shoplifting warrants for your arrest out of city court. I am going to quash the warrants, enter pleas of not guilty. Let me see, Ms. Moreno, you got the 2 cases out of Justice Court Oro Valley where you had the warrant, not Oro Valley, Nogales. All right, on the misdemeanor cases, I'll give you a chance to appear on your own. These cases will never get resolved unless you appear in court to resolve your cases. I'll set your next hearing date in city court, August 20th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Make sure you appear in Tucson City Court. If you don't, more warrants will issue for your arrest.
And Judge, oh, I'm so sorry, Judge.
Go ahead.
For the city court, that you said that was August 20th?
Yeah, August 20th, yes.
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
Judge, I'm sorry, is there also the Oro Valley Court?
Yep, I just did
With
it.
that, I'm so sorry, I missed that date.
Oh, see,
Oh, hold on. 1 second.
August 20th at 10:30 a.m.
And Judge, if I could get one moment just to talk to her really quick.
Yes.
What?
They want to be heard? They want to be heard?
Judge, would you reconsider the Santa Cruz bond? She was in rehab at the time of that court date.
I will not. What is your full name, please? She can sit down.
where do I sit?
Right here.
What is your full name, please?
Crystal Padilla.
Miss Crystal Padilla, you had a warrant for your arrest at a justice court for a drug paraphernalia charge That case has been pending since July 3rd of 2016. Ms.
Oh,
Padilla,
for real?
I'm gonna.
I didn't
quash the
know
warrant.
that.
Hold on, I'll just let me speak. I'm gonna quash the warrant. I'm gonna give you a chance to be released because it's a drug paraphernalia charge. You've got to make sure you make it to court to resolve your case. August 11th, 2025 at 10 a.m. is your next court date in Pima County Justice Court. If you don't appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest again. You also had three new charges of criminal trespass in a third degree. One from today's date, another criminal trespass from July 18th of 2025, a criminal trespass from July 17th, 2025, and then you had a warrant for criminal trespass and drug paraphernalia from February 20th of 2024, and then you had a warrant for a criminal trespass from March 30th, 2024. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I'm going to set your bond in this case. You just, how many cases? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases involving criminal trespass. I'll set your bond. It's going to be a low bond, $200. And your next court date's going to be in city court, July 29th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you, and your attorney will be in touch with you from the City Public Defender's Office. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Regan Ben?
You are charged with 2 counts of domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal damage, domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I will release you. I need to let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney if you would like to hire one. If you are facing jail time at any point in the case, then you could be screened to see if counsel will be appointed in your case. I'm gonna, like I said, release you. Your next court date is August 19, 2025 at 9:30 a.m. in city court. If you do not appear, 2 things will happen. 1, a warrant will issue for your arrest, and a new charge of failure to appear will be added to your case. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence, and make sure you appear for your next hearing date. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your full name, please?
Nicholas Leonardo Roberts.
You are charged with new charges of domestic violence, threats and intimidation, and 2 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct. That's from today's date. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You also had a petition to revoke your probation that was filed on September 20th, 2024. In that petition, it states that you were placed on unsupervised probation August 13th, 2024 for 2 separate domestic violence charges. You were placed on unsupervised probation for 36 months. On September 20th, 2024, it says you violated probation by failing to enroll in domestic violence counseling and failure to attend your court review hearings. I'm going to deny the allegations in your case because you picked up allegedly new domestic violence charges. Your bond is set at $1,000. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your next hearing date is going to be August 6, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. in City Court. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon.
But can I ask something?
Yes.
How am I denied? How did I get violation of appointed court dates when they never sent me no court dates?
Don't know. You'll have to talk to your attorney about that to see what happened in that matter. You're excused. Thank you, sir. What is your full name, please?
Adam Robles.
Mr. Robles, you are charged with 2 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct, domestic violence criminal trespass in a 3rd degree, and drug paraphernalia possession. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. If I release you, you're not allowed to have any contact with Cita Robles and Maria Robles. I believe that's your mom and someone else who's related to you. Do you understand, sir?
Yes.
You cannot go to where they live, so stay away from the residence locations. Commit no further acts of domestic violence. Your next court date is going to be in Tucson City Court, August 21st, 2025 at 9 a.m. Make sure you appear. If you do not, two things will happen. A warrant will issue for your arrest and a new charge of failing to appear in court will be added to your case. All right, thank you. You're excused. There's a victim present on the Nicholas Robles matter. I didn't see anyone on the, Nicholas Roberts. I don't see a victim present. Okay, thank you. Just for the record, thank you. What is your full name, please?
Good evening, Hunter. My full name is Javier Ruben Romero.
All right, looks like you're charged with one count of domestic violence assault. I'm gonna enter plea of not guilty. I'm going to enter plea, release you, commit no further acts of domestic violence. Your next court date is going to be in Tucson City Court, August 26, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Make sure you appear. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, hold on a moment. Let me look at something.
You just died. Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Romero.
No problem.
All right, there was no victim input. All right, so make sure you're getting along with everyone you're supposed to be getting along with. You are excused. Thank you.
Your Honor, I have a quick question, if I may.
Go ahead.
I'm just wondering, you know what? I'll just wait the court. Sorry.
Yeah, good idea. Thanks. You're excused. What is your full name, please? Jail, is it on mute? What is your full name, please?
Iaja Monet Smith.
What's your middle name?
Monet.
Please spell it.
Maney.
All right, looks like you are charged with one count of domestic violence assault, one count of domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm gonna enter pleas of not guilty. I will release you. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. Your next court date is going to be in Tucson City Court, August 26, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Make sure you appear for court. If you do not, a new charge of failure to appear will be added to your case and a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, and will this court date and location be mailed to me? Will that information be mailed to me?
You'll get the
So I-
paperwork from the jail. Thank you. The jail will give you your paperwork.
We'll have to see what the Pima is now.
What is your full name, please?
Eddie Nabayan.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Eddie Nabayan.
What's your last name?
Nabayan.
Do you know which one he is? What is your last name again?
Nabayan.
What number is it? I see it. All right, Mr. Nabayan, looks like you had a warrant for your arrest out of Marana Municipal Court for a shoplifting drug paraphernalia case from March 17, 2025. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter pleas of not guilty. Sir, you've got to make sure you appear in court. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. Your next court date's in Marana City Court, August 20th, 2025 at 10 a.m. Make sure you appear. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Christopher Richard Walls.
Mr. Wells, looks like you are charged with domestic violence, criminal damage, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and drug paraphernalia possession. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I'm willing to let you be released, but you're not allowed to go to where Stephanie lives. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. I will release you August 26, 2025 at 1:30 PM is your next court date in Tucson City Court. Make sure you appear. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right, you're excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your full name, sir?
It is D'Angelo Williams, 012487.
All right, D'Angelo Williams, let's see, that's 102, 103. All right, Mr. Williams, you are, looks like you had a warrant for your arrest for an assault charge that was from an incident date of November 19, 2024. Mr. Williams, do you live in the Tucson area?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna give you a chance to be released, sir. I'm gonna quash the warrant. You gotta make sure you're making it to court this time around. August 21st, 2025 at 2:00 PM is your next court date in city court, and don't have any contact with the victim involved in this case. Do you understand?
That's it. I just got sentenced today, so I got sentenced to prison.
Oh, you did? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
so-
I just went to court today.
All right, so let me change the court date. I'm still gonna have you released, but I'm gonna appoint the city public defender's office to represent you, and I will give you a different date for a court date. I'll release you still so that you're still allowed to, go to DOC, but your attorney here will try to figure something out. September 5th at 9 AM is your next court date in city court. And I'll let them know that you have a DOC sentence. All right, thank you,
Is
sir.
this,
Oh,
is
go
this
ahead.
misdemeanor? I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
just-
I'm
yeah,
sorry. Is
just
this
a
misdemeanor?
Yeah, misdemeanor.
Okay, okay.
And your attorney hopefully will catch you before you leave for DOC, okay?
Okay, I was confused of why they called me down as soon as I got sentenced. So I was like, what the,
Yeah, how much time did you get to DOC?
like, 7 years. I got the stack for probation violation and for possession. So I got
Okay.
like 7 years today.
All right, I'll appoint an attorney and they'll know where you're at, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, take care. What is your full name, sir? Jill? Okay.
Tanner Joe Brown.
All right, so Mr. Tanner, hold on a second. Mr. Brown, you are charged with a domestic violence assault charge, domestic violence disorderly conduct. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty and hold on a second. Looks like you have a pending domestic violence case involving the same victim. And because of that, I am going to set your bond at $1,000. You're not allowed to have any contact with Monica, go to where she lives or works. Anna Dennis is your appointed counsel. Your next court date is going to be tomorrow at 1:00 PM, and your attorney will see you in court tomorrow. You are excused. Thank you. Jill, am I going to be seeing John Sharp? He was like he was up in the house misdemeanors section.
No,
Oh, he refused or what's going on?
he's unable to come to court tonight.
All right, I'll continue to tomorrow morning. What is your full name at the jail, please?
Daniel Glenn Costello.
Mr. Gastelum, you are charged with a class 5 felony unlawful flight charge. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney and Mr. Gant.
Thank you, Judge. I'm asking for a $25,000 bond, just noting the nature of the offense here, which is flight. Puts a lot of people at risk in the community. I would note he's on parole. There is a DOC hold, but that, in my experience, does expire rather quickly. There's new violent criminal activity flag. He's 6 on the NCA scale, 4 on the FTA. So we're asking for a $25,000 bond.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking for a $1,000 bond for time credit. There is the DOC hold that's not scheduled to end until January. And additionally, Judge, these charges were identified by pretrial as nonviolent. So we're asking for a $1,000 time credit bond.
Mr. Gastelum, your bond is set at $20,000. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. July 31st, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. is your preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you. You're excused. Jail, do you know if I'm going to be seeing Samuel Payne? He's also a misdemeanor.
We're trying to get that information for you, Judge.
Okay, thanks. I'm sorry? Where's he at? I don't.
Yeah, Your Honor, he should be coming. Would you like to see him now?
Whatever is best, I don't.
Give us 1 minute.
Do you have? If I remember, we continue Brandon McCord till tomorrow morning. Is that correct? Defense counsel, do you remember House felony Brandon McCord number 3? Did we continue him till tomorrow morning? Yeah, okay.
Yes, Judge, it was the. Yep.
Yeah, thank you. What is your full name, please?
Erica Lynn Parker.
Ms. Parker, looks like you have a shoplifting warrant for your arrest from March 4th, 2025, a criminal damage case from May 13th, 2022. Both cases were in warrant status. I'm going to quash the warrants. In both cases, I will release you because you do have a felony hold on you. Your next court date in Justice Court is going to be August 26th at 2:00 p.m. And I will let the Justice Court know that you have that felony hold. You are excused. Thank you.
Hey, but I make buzz. Yeah. That was Parker, right? Yeah.
Yes. How many papers? 3? Are you serious? Sorry. It's 6 months.
Jail, do you know if I'm going to be seeing Samuel Payne?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe, yeah, we're getting him right now. We should be here shortly.
Okay, thank you. What is your full name, please, sir?
Champagne.
I'm sorry.
Junior.
I'm sorry, what's your last
Sam-
name?
Champagne Junior.
Right, sir. Looks like you had a new charge of disorderly conduct. Then you had 2 separate cases. One case was a threats and intimidation case, criminal trespass. The other case was a criminal trespass, threats and resisting arrest. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I am going to set your bond at $500 secured. Appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. Your next hearing date is going to be on July 29th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. Your attorney will be out to see you. Thank you. Your excuse. What is your full name, please? Jail, if you could unmute.
Ellen Dean Weiss.
All right, Miss Kelly Weiss, looks like you're charged with 2 felony class 4 charges for shoplifting, a class 6 resisting arrest charge, and a class 6 unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia charge. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Gant?
Judge, normally these are the types of charges that I would consider recommending release on. But this defendant, I counted 9 open city court warrants. I'm guessing the court's likely going to set a bond in those. So based on that, I'm asking for a $5,000 bond here.
Defense counsel?
Judge, if you're inclined to release him on the city court cases, we're asking also that he's released on the felony cases as well. He has ties to Tucson. These charges were identified by pretrial as nonviolent. He appears to have a nonviolent history, and he did complete probation in 2023. So we're asking that he is released if you're inclined to release him on the city cases. If you're not, we're asking for a $100 bond for time credit, considering that these are nonviolent charges.
Mr. Weiss, because of the multiple warrants cases involving shoplifting charges. Your bond in this case is set at $2,500. Do not go back to any of the store locations. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. July 31st, 2025 at 1:30 PM is your next hearing, is your preliminary hearing. You also had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 cases in warrant status out of city court for charges involving criminal trespass in a third degree, drug paraphernalia possession, shoplifting, disorderly conduct, drug paraphernalia possession. I am going to set your bond at $2,000. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your next hearing date in city court is going to be on July 28, 2025 at 1:45 PM. Your attorney for this case will be in touch with you soon. So you have 2 attorneys, one for your felony case and one for your misdemeanor cases. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Ruth.
You are charged with, I'm sorry, you have been arrested and accused of charges of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of a narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the Legal Defender's Office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitoring treatment they recommend. You are not allowed to drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your first hearing is called a STEPS hearing. It is set on July 28, 2025 at 9 AM. You must be present for this hearing date. If you're not present, a warrant will issue for your arrest, and then you will no longer be eligible for the STEPS program. Defense
Okay.
counsel, do you waive time limits for the PH?
Yes, Judge.
Preliminary hearing in this case is set for September 12th, 2025 at 1:30 PM. Ms. Alvarez, stay in touch with your attorney and make your hearing date next week. You're excused. Thank you.
Should we get to this court date, okay?
What is your full name, sir?
Joseph Anthony Anderson.
Mr. Anderson, you are charged with theft of means of transportation, burglary in third degree, 3 counts of criminal damage, felony flight, aggravated assault, resisting arrest, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, and a misdemeanor DUI charge. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney, Mr. Gantz.
Thank you, Judge. I'm asking for a $40,000 bond due to the nature of the offense and Mr. Anderson's history. He's got 7 prior felonies, including an aggravated assault as recently as 2020. I would note I also think he lacks significant community ties with multiple out-of-state priors. He's got a new violent criminal activity flag, 6 on the new criminal activity scale, 5 on the FTA. Maybe more instructive is he was uncooperative with the jail today, so PTS struggled to do an assessment. So for all these reasons, I'm asking for a $40,000 bond.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Anderson is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined to significantly lower bond. He did successfully complete parole, and a $40,000 bond would be akin to no bond for Mr. Anderson without the benefit of a no bond hearing. So we're asking that he's released to pretrial services or significantly lower bond.
Mr. Anderson, because of the alleged prior felony convictions and due to the nature of the multiple counts in this case, your bond is set at $40,000. No contact with any victims. Do not go to the incident locations, possession of firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Preliminary hearing is July 31st at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you.
Are they releasing you?
No.
Okay.
$40,000.
What is your full name, please?
David Buchanan.
I'm sorry, what's your last name?
Buchanan.
You are charged with unlawful possession of narcotic paraphernalia, unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of a dangerous drug. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Mr. Gant, it states that she's eligible for steps. Are you stating what's your position on that matter?
Judge, I think she would be eligible for steps. I was just asking for $1,000 for time credit. I'm sorry, it looks like I forgot to check the steps box, but yes, I'm asking for $1,000 for time credit. I counted 7 open city court cases. I assumed you probably hold her on those. If you're not going to hold her, I'm fine with pretrial services release.
Ms. Defense Counsel, let's see, what am I going to do? Hold on. Fire felons. All right, Ms. Buchanan, let me see. I'm going to correct a record and state that you have been arrested and accused of the crime of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of a narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged.
Yeah.
Interested in getting released now from jail custody and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Okay.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitoring treatment they recommend. While on release status, you are not allowed to drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs. You certainly cannot be in possession of any illegal drugs. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your first hearing is called a STEPS hearing. It is set for July 28th at 9 a.m. You must be present for this hearing date next week. If you're not present, a warrant will issue for your arrest, and then you will no longer be eligible for the STEPS program.
Okay.
Defense counsel, you willing to waive time limits?
Yes, Judge.
All right, your preliminary hearing is set September 12th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Ms. Buchanan, you also had a warrant for your arrest at a justice court for a shoplifting drug paraphernalia case from September 4th of 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. July 31st at 8:30 a.m. is your next court date in justice court. If you don't appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. And then you had 6 cases in city court. Let me see what the charges are. They involve drug paraphernalia possession, criminal trespass, unlawful possession of prescription drugs. Ms. Buchanan, you got a lot of drug paraphernalia related crimes. You've got to make sure you appear in court for all 3 court dates. I'm going to give you a chance to be released on the city court cases. Have you appear in city court on August 25th, 2025 at 2:00 p.m. Make sure you appear. If you don't, more warrants will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
All right, you are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Judge, I'm so sorry, just for clarity, the steps hearing is July 28th, right? Okay, I'm just confirming. I want to make sure I wrote down the right court date for you.
Yep, July 28th at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
What is your full name, please?
Right. Good evening. My name is Nina Rose Escamilla.
All right, it looks like you, let me see. Mutual Services has, hold on a second.
Judge Alma tells me there are 2 interim complaints. I only got the drug paraphernalia and the dangerous drug one. That one appears to be steps eligible. I don't have any information on the second one though.
Yeah.
And Judge, that's all I got too.
I have the other complaint is a warrant burglary in 3rd degree. Looks like it was a burglary in 3rd degree charge under case number CR 2025-2604. The alleged burglary was from November 4th of 2024. And the judge was asking on the warrant for $1,000 bond. And that's the information I have on that. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Quash the warrant, Ms. Escamilla, regarding the drug paraphernalia charges and dangerous drug charge. Mr. Gant, it states that she's eligible for steps. Are you okay with that?
Yes, Your Honor, that's fine.
All right.
Thank you.
So for the new charges involving the unlawful possession of dangerous drug, I need to let you know you've been arrested and accused of a crime of unlawful possession of narcotic, dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Yes, I am.
All right, so Mr. Gans, I will hear your bond recommendations if you have any for either case. You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. I'm fine with her release to pretrial services on both cases. I looked her up in the felony court system. I think she's got another pending felony case, and it looked to me like she'd been showing up for court all along. So I don't know why the warrant issued. It looks like maybe it was sent as a summons, and then she didn't appear to an initial appearance / arraignment. So I'm okay with pretrial services release if the court is.
All right, so for the drug case, I'm going to release you, Ms. Escamilla, to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. You are not allowed to drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs. You certainly cannot be in possession of any illegal drugs. And for the burglary case, the state's okay with it. Going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services, the warrant. And again, you must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. The legal defender's office is appointed on that case. Let me see what I did on the other one. Should be legal defender on both cases.
Legal defense?
Yes. For the burglary case, your preliminary hearing is going to be set August 11th.
Judge, for clarity, I believe when you said an initial appearance for the burglary case. Or,
Hold on a second.
sorry,
Hold on, I gotta go back to where it was at.
you're having a couple of court dates, okay?
I'm sorry, for the burglary case, it's an arraignment date set for September 12th at 1:30 PM. You must be here, present for this hearing date, Ms. Escamilla. That's for the burglary case. If you're not present, a warrant will issue for your arrest, September 12th at 1:30. For your drug case, your next hearing date's a steps hearing. It's set for next week, Jim. You must be present. If not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. And you may no longer be eligible for the steps program. So you've got the 2 court dates. Defense counsel, you willing to waive time limits for the PH?
Yes, Judge.
Our date on the drug case is September 12th at 1:30 PM. Stay in touch with your attorney at the legal defender's office. You are.
And Judge, I'm so sorry. For the arraignment on the burglary case, you said it's September 12th?
Yeah, that's what it says, but I don't think that's right. It's supposed to be July 28th at 1:30. I don't know why it's listed that way.
July 28th?
July 28th at 1:30.
July 28th at 1:30. So does this make sense? So you have steps next week. I think that's a Monday. On the 28th. Okay, so you have both of these cases. So on the 28th. So the 28th is a big day for you, okay?
Okay.
So you have court in the morning and they'll probably be able to arraign you on this case in the morning. Okay, so talk to your lawyer about being able to go cases in the morning. Okay?
Thank you.
And Nina, just ask to do both of your cases in the morning. They'll probably let you do it. Okay? Thank you.
What is your full name, please? You are charged with 2 counts of aggravated shoplifting and 1 count of organized retail theft. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney, Mr. Gant.
Judge, I'll just note he's got 7 open city court warrants, so I'm asking the court impose some bond here in this case. I'll leave it to you as to what.
Defense counsel, any objection?
Yes, Judge, we're asking that Mr. Floyd is released to pretrial services if you're inclined to release him on the misdemeanors. He does have ties to Tucson. If you're released, he'd go to his friend's house. If you're not inclined to release him on the misdemeanors, we're asking for a $100 bond for time credit.
Mr. Floyd, on your felony case, your bond set $1,000. You're not allowed to go back to the store locations. Public defender's office is appointed to represent you. July 31st at 1:30 is your preliminary hearing. You also had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cases and warrant status out of city court for charges involving criminal trespass, shoplifting, drug paraphernalia, criminal trespass, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. Set your bond at $1,000. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your next hearing date is going to be in city court on July 29th at 1:45 PM. And your attorney will be in touch with you. You are excused. Thank you.
Here, hold on. I have this for you, okay?
What is your full name, please?
Langston Javen Matthew Hampton.
You are charged with 2 counts of domestic violence, disorderly conduct involving a weapon. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Gant.
Judge, I'm asking for a $20,000 bond plus pretrial service supervision, just based on the nature of the offense here, where a weapon was allegedly involved. I would just note one of the victims objects to release, and I would just ask the court to impose a no contact order with the victim and a no return to the incident location.
Defense counsel?
Yes, Judge, we're asking that Mr. Hampton is released to pretrial services. These charges were identified by pretrial as nonviolent. Additionally, he was identified as a level 1, which, as you know, is the lowest supervision needs. He has no criminal history. He has lifelong ties to Tucson. We don't dispute no contacts with the victims in this case. He does have housing apart from the victims. He can go to his mother's house, or he has his own house that he can go to. So, Judge, considering that he has no criminal history, and he was identified as level 1, and that the pretrial services identified these as nonviolent, we're asking that he's released to pretrial services.
His mother is involved, I guess, a sister. Okay. All right. The court is going to set a bond of $10,000 due to the alleged nature of this case. You are not allowed to have any contact with either victim in this case, go to where they live or work, possess no firearms or weapons, commit no further acts of domestic violence. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. July 31st, 2025 at 1:30 is your preliminary hearing. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What is your full name, please?
Ronald Charles Hurt.
Your charge with organized retail theft and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you. I will hear first from the prosecutor regarding his bond recommendation. Mr. Gant?
Judge, I'm just asking for a $1,000 bond for time credit. He's got 3 open city court cases if you hold him on those. If not, I'm okay with release to pretrial services.
I will not be holding him on the city court cases. So the state's okay with release of supervision of pretrial services?
Yes, that's fine, Judge.
All right, Mr. Hurt, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. You are not allowed to go back to the store locations. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set for August 11th at 1:30 p.m. Make sure you stay in touch with your attorney. You also had the city court warrants for your arrest, 2 cases involving drug paraphernalia, 1 case involving criminal trespass in a 3rd degree. I will enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrants. Your next court date is going to be in city court, August 25th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Make sure you appear, sir, this time. If you don't, more warrants will issue for your arrest. You are
Thank you.
excused. Thank you. What is your full name, sir?
Beth Patrick McCartney.
You're charged with domestic violence disorderly conduct charge, domestic violence assault charge, and another domestic violence charge involving, let's see, hold on a second. Domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct, and domestic violence threats and intimidation charge. The threats charge and assault charge are actually misdemeanor charges. The only felony is a domestic violence disorderly conduct involving a weapon or instrument. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, let you know you do have constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. I'm going to hear from the prosecutor regarding his bond recommendation, and then I'll hear from your attorney. Mr. Gant.
Judge, I didn't have the interim when I made the written recommendation. I'm still going to ask for a $20,000 bond, but I'm asking that the court consider making that a cash bond plus pretrial services if it's posted. My concern here is the continual risk to the victim. He's got a pending misdemeanor domestic violence case with the same victim. Here now there's obvious escalation where he is threatening her with a knife and threatening to end her life. Given the new violent criminal activity flag and the pending DV with the same victim, we're asking for a $20,000 cash bond.
Defense counsel.
Judge, we're asking that Mr. McCarthy is released to pretrial services. He has ties to Tucson. The victim in this case does not object to release and would like further contact with him. His last felony was over 15 years ago. So we're asking that he's released to pretrial services.
The court sees that he's got an alleged 3 prior felony convictions, a pending domestic violence case involving this victim. I agree with the state that this is escalated charges. Bond is set at $20,000. No contact with the victim. Don't go to where she lives or works. Possess no firearms or weapons. Commit no further acts of domestic violence. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. July 31st, 1:30 is the preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon, sir. Thank you. What is your full name, sir?
Brandon Mitchell,
What is your middle
Brandon
name?
Edward Mitchell.
You're charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault, a class 3 felony, a domestic violence, unlawful imprisonment charge, class 6 felony. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor, then your attorney. Mr. Gann.
Judge, this is a similar situation, but this is charged as aggravated assault, so I'm asking for a $50,000 bond plus pretrial services. While Mr. Mitchell doesn't have any priors that I know about, the nature of this offense is rather concerning, where he chased the victim and held her down with a knife, threatened to stab her. Given that, I'm asking for a $50,000 bond plus no contact with her. Thank you.
He does have an alleged prior felony conviction and then a prior felony charge that was reduced to a misdemeanor. Defense counsel.
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Mitchell is released to pretrial services. He has lifelong ties to Tucson. He's a licensed contractor. And if he were released, he could go to his house, his sister's house, or his grandmother's house. So we're asking that he's released to pretrial services.
Mr. Mitchell, because of the alleged prior felony
Judge, I'm sorry, if I may add one more thing. He would like you to know that he was successful last time he was on pretrial services.
Because of the alleged prior felony conviction and at least 3 prior alleged misdemeanor convictions, and due to the nature of this case, I will set the bond at $20,000. No contact with the victim. Don't go to where that person lives or works. Commit no further acts of domestic violence. Possess no firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. July 31st, 1:30 is a preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Zachary Renee Alves.
You are charged with, let's see, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, tampering with physical evidence. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor, then your attorney, Mr. Gant.
Judge, I'm fine with, I think this is Mr. Moody, right?
No, this is Zachary Alves.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's why I got messed up. Give me just a moment. Let me find his recommendation.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Judge, I would just note he's got, it looks like 7 misdemeanor warrants for failing to appear. So if you're going to set a bond on the misdemeanor cases, I'm asking for $1,000 here. If not, I'll leave it to the court. Thank you.
Defense counsel.
Judge, if you're inclined to release him on the misdemeanors, we're asking that he's also released to pretrial services on the felonies. Otherwise, we're asking for a $100 bond for time credit. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson. And these charges were identified as not violent.
Again, I was going to release on the misdemeanors. What was your bond recommendation or a non-bond?
If you're going to release him on the misdemeanors, Judge, I'm fine with pretrial services on the felony.
All right, Mr. Alves, I will release you to the supervision of pretrial services on your felony charges. You must comply with any monitored treatment as recommended by pretrial services. You are not allowed to drink any alcohol, take any illegal drugs while in release status. You're also not allowed to be in possession of any illegal drugs. I am going to set your preliminary hearing July 31st at 1:30 p.m. No, I'm sorry, not July 31st. It's going to be August 11th at 1:30 p.m. You contact your public defender and make sure you stay in touch with your attorney. Regarding your misdemeanor cases, you had 4 cases in warrant status, 1 case involving shoplifting, and the other 3 cases involving drug paraphernalia possessions. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, release you. Your next court date in city court is going to be August 22nd, 2025 at 9:30 a.m. And make sure you appear in city court. If you do not, more warrants will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're excused.
Judge, I'm sorry, do we need to set hearings for Miranda and Justice Court as well?
Not seeing that he's being seen on those.
Okay.
Thank you.
Does he have warrants?
Yeah.
Okay, Judge, considering that he appears to have warrants on those, is it possible to quash those warrants and set court dates? Is that something you can do?
I don't know, the clerk, do we have the paperwork for those other courts? Alves?
Was he also seen on the failure to appear at Pima County Superior Court?
No.
Zachary Alves, he's number 14.
Miranda and Justice.
Two thousand 25-0392.
Judge, I think he also needs, wait, is
The clerk's checking. She just said that he also has warrants of jail.
and okay, so you're
Zachary Alves.
The new ones, and then failure to appear at a Superior Court. Miranda, 1, 2, 2, Miranda.
Warrants out of Marana and Justice Court on the pretrial services workup.
okay, and then
1, 2, 3, 4, Tucson City.
and the Superior. So if you're gonna be
Set him aside and the clerk's gonna check.
okay, then take a seat over there and we'll come back. Okay, but we'll get it worked out. And Judge, additionally, if the clerk could look up 2025-0392, and if he's being held on that one currently. On that case. Oh, so he has to see the judge on that case. Okay. Okay.
The pretrial services workup on the first page, they have all the cases listed. If you do have it, with you, I'll just send it out. Let me see. We already did this Tucson City, but it looks like he has another Superior Court case. He has 2 cases out of Marana, 1 case out of Justice Court. If I print something, where should it be printed to? What's your printer?
Yeah, yes. Oh,
Okay,
I think they'll be some, two matters.
yeah.
All right, you can look at it. Yeah, that's for you. Next defendant, just put Mr. Alves aside.
Okay.
Your Honor, Gail here. Moody Keith refused.
Defense counsel, are you okay with continue to tomorrow morning?
Yes, Judge.
All right, we'll continue Moody to tomorrow morning. Thank you.
And Judge, if I may, is that's not moot, you're, okay. Never mind. Is he?
What is your full name, please?
I wanna go. Okay,
David Reedy, American Junior.
All right, looks like you're charged with unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, organized retail theft, theft of a credit card, computer tampering ×2, actually ×3. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. The state's okay with your release to the supervision of pretrial services. I'm going to follow the state's recommendation, release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. You are not allowed to drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs. Do not go back to that Target store or any store and commit any new offenses. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. August 11th, 1:30 is your preliminary hearing. Stay in touch with your attorney. You also had a misdemeanor warrant for your arrest for shoplifting and criminal trespass out of justice court. The alleged incident date was from November 28th, 2023. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you, set your next court date in justice court, July 31st at 8:30 a.m. You must be present for your hearing date. If you're not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You are excused.
questions?
What is your full name, sir?
Junior over there, Taylor.
You have two separate felony charges. One case is from June 25th, 2025 for a domestic violence aggravated assault charge and burglary, and the second degree charge. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You also have a separate felony complaint for disorderly conduct and reckless handling or displaying a dangerous instrument. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. For both cases, you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I'll hear from your attorney. Mr. Gant.
Thank you, Judge. On the first case, the domestic violence case, I'm asking for a $50,000 bond plus pretrial services. That's primarily based on the facts of the case and that I believe he's a continual risk to the victim. These DV strangulation cases involve a high likelihood of death or serious physical injury to a victim, just given the nature of the case, and the statistics back that up. He has a substantial misdemeanor record, pending domestic violence charges right now, and 4 prior felony convictions. Furthermore, he does not have a known residence here in town, has an active new violent criminal activity flag, is 6 on the NCA scale and 4 on the FTA scale. So for those reasons, Judge, on this case, we're asking for a $50,000 bond and that he not return to the incident location and have immediate no contact with the victim. Regarding the disorderly conduct with a weapon case, I did not receive an interim complaint, so I don't know any of the facts of that case. I didn't know that he had 2 cases here. So, however, I would ask for a $50,000 bond on that case as well, given that, he's got the domestic violence case and now he's got a case involving a weapon. I'm not sure if they intertwine at all. The court probably has more information than I do. Thank you.
Defense counsel?
Judge, this morning Mr. Tiley's attorney came to me and was talking to me about Mr. Tiley. So I have information from his attorney who's represented him. So Junior has a medical appointment tomorrow for a follow-up on his shattered humerus and femur. He had staples taken out of his arms during an attempted murder on his life. During probation, he completed inpatient rehab and he's been sober ever since. He is a stable residence and maintains contact with his attorney. He is willing to work and he's trying to get employment. He has community and family support through his grandmother, who works with him to make sure he gets to his court dates and she stays in touch with his attorney. And other than this, Judge, he's had no new cases in 2021. His 2024 matter was a 2019 refile, and the 2019 matter happened when he was a juvenile. And this is his only violent conduct. Other than this, he has a nonviolent history. So, Judge, considering the medical attention and how serious he's taken court with his attorney, Mr. Santini, we're asking that he's released to pretrial services.
Mr. Talley, in both cases, your bonds are set at $25,000 each. Both cases, you are not allowed to have any contact with the alleged victims. Don't go back to the incident locations, possess no firearms or weapons. The domestic violence case, no further acts of domestic violence. Both cases, you're appointed the public defender's office. In both cases, your preliminary hearing is set July 31st, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. You are excused. Thank you.
Yeah. Call Carter, okay?
No. Oh, yeah. That's all.
What is your full name, please?
Daniel Malachi Thompson.
You are charged with 1 count of robbery. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Defense counsel? I'm sorry, county attorney.
You caught us both off guard there, Judge. We're asking for a $20,000 bond plus pretrial services if that bond's posted. Although Mr. Thomason has 2 prior felony convictions, the most recent was an aggravated assault with either a deadly weapon or a dangerous instrument. Just given the inherent nature of this offense, the new violent criminal activity flag, we're asking for a $20,000 bond.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Thompson is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined, to significantly lower bond. If he were released, he'd go home where he lives with his cousin and he has lifelong ties to Tucson.
Mr. Thomason, your bond is set at $10,000. No contact with the alleged victims. Do not return to the incident location, that Walmart. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. July 31st at 1:30 p.m. is your preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you. You are excused. Thank you. There's a felony also. You got it up there? There's 2 of them. If you look at the thing, it shows 2. There was one in warrants. Yeah. Okay. What is your full name, sir?
My full name is Spencer Lloyd Tuttle.
You are charged with 3rd-degree burglary, theft of means of transportation, criminal damage, unlawful flight from law enforcement. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent and to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. The prosecutor's office is okay.
Judge, I'm sorry, may I be heard on this one?
Yes.
So, I didn't have the interim complaint at the time of filing. I'm just reading it now. Judge, I'm no longer recommending pretrial services. Given the brazen nature of this crime, the flight from law enforcement, as well as his prior felony convictions, he's got 2 prior residential burglaries in the 2nd degree. Given that information, Judge, I'm going to request a $25,000 bond plus pretrial services if that bond is posted. I'm sorry to throw that on you at the last minute, Judge. I just didn't have the interim at the time that I submitted the written rec.
That's okay. Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Tuttle's released to pretrial services. He was identified by pretrial services as, this charge was identified as nonviolent. He also appears to have a nonviolent history. He has ties to Tucson. His probation previously was terminated early. He works in masonry. He's scheduled to work this week. And if he were released, he'd go to treatment. So we're asking that he's released to pretrial service.
Mr. Tuttle, your bond set at $5,000. No contact with the victim. Location. If you're able to post that bond, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitor treatment they recommend. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. July 31st, 1:30 is your preliminary hearing. You are excused. Thank you.
Judge, I'm sorry, which office is appointed to represent him? Hold on. Okay.
Legal Defender's Office. He's got a co-defendant in the case.
Judge, Mr. Tuttle, if I may, Mr. Tuttle is not going to be able to post a $5,000 bond. Would you consider a lower bond?
I am not. Thank you.
Judge, can I bring Mr. Alves back?
Are they ready on Juan Varela?
I believe he was medically rejected, Judge.
No. he's
Oh.
here.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay.
If it's going to be a little bit before Varela sits, I can see the gentleman that's been waiting,
Mr. Alves?
Mr. Alves. And for the record, what is your full name?
Sorry, just you.
Zachary Renee Alves?
All right, looks like you had some warrants out of Marana City Court for shoplifting and another charge. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me look it up. Out of Marana, it was shoplifting and another shoplifting case. I'm going to quash the warrants. I'm going to release you on those cases. August 20th, 2025 at 10 a.m. is your next court date in Marana City Court. And I'll let Marana City Court know that you are currently in custody on a felony matter. You also had a warrant out of Justice Court. Was he held on the felony?
No, he was not held on the felony.
All right, looks like he has a warrant out of Justice Court for a shoplifting matter. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty, quash the warrant, release him July 31st. at 9:30 a.m. is his next court date in Justice Court. And that's it. He's excused.
Judge, I believe there is,
It was a probation violation case. He does not have another felony.
okay, so he's not going to be held on the 2025-0392?
I don't know. Is he being held on a probation case? We would not be seeing him on a.
Do you know?
I don't think he's being held on any probation cases, Judge. I
No.
don't see that. Oh, talk to yourself. But it looks like he missed the arraignment for 2025-0392. I'm not sure if you see those warrants or if the Superior Court judge has to see those warrants.
Elma?
Your Honor, this is the jail, Supervisor Robles. He is booked on CR 2025-0392-001, which is a failure to appear for initial appearance and arraignment out of Pima County Superior Court.
I printed to you. It's the first one listed right here. They're felony charges. Yeah, set him aside.
I think he might be wait, for Varela too. Varela, is he?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, okay.
Should just be one.
Take a seat again.
All right.
We're gonna get this sorted out.
And then, Your Honor, he also has Tucson City Court warrants as well.
We already saw him on those charges.
Oh, we did? Oh, okay. My apologies, Your Honor.
What is your full name, sir?
What's your name?
Juan Carlos Varela.
Hablas inglés? Oh, judges, the Spanish, necesitas un traductor en español? Judge, we're gonna need the Spanish interpreter for Mr. Varela.
Call the Spanish interpreter back. Alma, you got that? Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You got that. Yeah. So.
Okay.
I can see Zachary Alvis.
Me siento y estamos esperando la práctica, okay?
Okay.
Case number CR 2025-0392. Both counsel are still present. Mr. Alves, looks like there was a warrant for your arrest out of Pima County Superior Court felony warrant for unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. And Mr. Gant, what's your position on that warrant case?
Judge, you can release him to pretrial services on the warrant, if you're so inclined. I don't know what you're gonna do with the misdemeanors. If you're gonna hold him on any of the misdemeanors, then just set a small bond here for time credit, please. Thank you.
I already seen him on all the misdemeanors and I released him, so I'll release you, Mr. Alves, on this felony case also. You've got a lot of cases, sir, different courts. You got to keep track of all your hearing dates. Stay in touch with your attorneys if you do have attorneys on this separate felony drug case. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Release you to the Division of Pretrial Services. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. You are not allowed to drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs while on release status. Your arraignment date is set July 28, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Make sure you are present for this hearing date. If you're not, another warrant's going to issue for your arrest. Thanks.
Thank you.
So you got court on Monday at 1:30. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
It's at the Superior Court. Call your attorney. Okay.
Thank
Call our
you.
office.
Thank you.
Yeah, but make sure you get to court on Monday.
Okay.
Is there a way you can call the Spanish interpreter?
That is. That's over. Left.
Can we You can go ahead and put Varela in the chair. We're going to use the language line.
Okay.
This is the.
Spanish interpreter, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, let's see, we're gonna have you speak a little louder. Let's see. All right. I'm Jerry Hale, I'm a judge, calling from Tucson, Arizona, and we are conducting jail initial appearances. And I have a gentleman that's in custody who speaks Spanish. So I will ask him what his name was, read the charge to him, and then we'll proceed on, okay? All right, Jail, can you hear the interpreter?
Yes, Judge, we can hear the interpreter.
Repeat.
¿Puede escucharme al intérprete?
Sí, sí. Sí.
What is your full name, sir?
¿Cuál es tu nombre completo, señor?
Juan Carlos Varela García.
You are charged with a fugitive warrant for your arrest out of El Paso, Texas.
Sus cargos son por fugitivo, por tener un warrant, por una orden de aprehensión y de arresto en El Paso, Texas.
For charges involving, it looks like burglary, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, driving while intoxicated.
Los cargos incluyen robo, asalto agravado con arma letal y conducir en estado de ebriedad.
I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty.
Ella va a poner un plea de no culpable.
I will quash the warrant.
Can you repeat that, ma'am?
I will quash the warrant.
Ella cruzará la orden.
Texas is asking that I set a bond of $80,000.
Texas me pide que fije una fianza de $80,000.
Defense counsel, what is your recommendation?
Consejo de defensa, ¿cuál es tu recomendación?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Varela is released to pretrial services. And he was.
Hold on. Interpreter, did you hear that?
And not very clear, ma'am.
Defense counsel is asking that he be released to pretrial services.
Si el Consejo de Defensa pide que se le libere de servicios previos al juicio.
He was identified by pretrial services as a level 1.
He was.
Pueden con los servicios previos al juicio como nivel 1.
So we're asking that he's released to pretrial services in order to appear in Texas.
Para poder comparecer con el próximo juicio en Texas.
Mr. Varela, I am going to set your bond at $80,000.
Señor Varela, voy a fijar $80,000.
The legal defender's office is appointed to represent you.
La oficina de defensores legales está designada para representarnos.
Your next hearing date is set on July 25th, 2025 at 2:30 p.m.
Su próxima fecha de audiencia está fijada para el 25 de julio del 2025 a las 2:30 p.m.
And your attorney will be in touch with you soon.
Y su abogado se pondrá en contacto con usted pronto.
Thank you. You're excused.
Gracias, está excusado.
All right, interpreter, thank you very much for your help. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor, this is the Spanish interpreter that was previously excused. I just connected and I noticed that the interpreter was ready, took over. Just,
Yeah, everyone's excused. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
thank you, Your Honor.
Good night, everybody.
I can leave, right?